What's up, bro chachos? It's your boy Tanner Weidman of Barbarian Body.
Dude, the guns. How do I get the guns?
What?
The guns, man. That's all we care about. Biceps. How do I get these things bigger?
Okay, I guess we're doing a video about biceps. Here's 4 exercises that you're probably not doing to get some bigger biceps. Let's get into it. All right, we're getting started here with our very first exercise. This one is nuts, the lying high cable curl. So what you do is you bring yourself in a little bench, you slide it up against the cable machine, you rocket the cable pulley up to about the highest position that it can, and you get yourself a bar. You hop in there, laying face up, you grab the bar and you start doing curls. Now you're bringing this bar towards your forehead by squeezing the hell out of your biceps. What I need you to do is I need you to make sure that your upper arm, yes, the portion from your elbows to your shoulders, is entirely stationary. This will prevent the use of other muscle groups from interfering on the exercise. This one is so phenomenal because most oftentimes when we're doing curls, we're doing dumbbell curls. And when we get the dumbbell up to the point where it's getting closer up towards our chest or up towards our chin here, that's when the exercise tends to get its easiest. When we do it with the lying high cable curl, what we're doing here is the tension's on the exercise the entire time. It's actually just a great way to throw a wrench in what you're doing originally, and a great way to change things up, because we all know we get so bored of doing the same standing dumbbell bicep curls unilaterally, or it gets boring. Just give this one a go. It hits both heads. It's absolutely terrific. All right, exercise number 2. This one's to target that brachialis. This is that nice thick piece of muscle that lies underneath of your bicep and is what is actually going to allow you to get your bicep to sit up nice and high. So pay attention to this one and apply it. A lot of people neglect the brachialis. What we're going to be doing here is some seated incline hammer curls. This is terrific, okay? Now, because you're in the position that you can see right here, your shoulders are going to be removed from doing a lot of the motion during the exercise, meaning it's going to be pretty much all biceps. Now, with the hammer grip or the neutral grip, palms facing inwards, you're going to be taking away a lot of the role that your biceps might play, and you're really going to be demanding a lot out of that brachialis, so you can build it nice and big and nice and strong, so you can get that nice bicep peak. Arnold, show them what's good.
So I'm coming day and night. I mean, it's terrific, right?
You're goddamn right. That's what we're looking for here. Now, one thing you need to know when you're performing this exercise, the tempo, it needs to be slow. Because if you start doing quicker, faster tempoed repetitions, what's going to happen is you're going to bring into it your biceps and your brachioradialis, aka that meaty part of your forearm on the top there that intertwines into your elbow joint there. You want to remove and minimize the amount of roll that has to play so that you can strictly target that brachialis. Make sure you get a nice squeeze at the top. Use a lot lighter of a weight to start out with so you don't have to use so much momentum and swinging here, and extremely fast repetitions, nice low weight so you can get those nice slow repetitions between 1 to 2 seconds on the way up, the concentric portion of the motion, and then 1 to 2 seconds on the way down, the eccentric portion, to get the most benefit out of this absolutely killer exercise. Now, on the note of the biceps peak, exercise number 3 is absolutely killer. We have got here the single arm cable curl with your back to the machine and your chest to the sky or the beach, I don't know. So you're gonna be performing this unilaterally, meaning you're doing one arm at a time. Now, normally whenever you're trying to target the outer head of the bicep, you could just do easy bar curls with a nice narrow grip, and that would have an effective ability, but this is for the exercise that you probably haven't tried, so take a look at this thing. So what you do is you rocket the cable pulley all the way to the bottom. Start light, because that's always what I recommend, so you can get a hang of the form and learn how to do the exercise properly. Make sure that that pulley is lined up to the outside of your leg. This way, when you're doing the curl, you're not going to have the wire coming in and, interrupting with your shorts there and disrupting your thigh. Not really, but it's just uncomfortable. So make sure you stand a little bit out to the side there so you can have better time and comfort doing it. So what we're doing here is, because we've stepped out so far there, we've now brought our arm back a little bit, and this is what's going to allow us to target that outer head of the biceps here. Because you see, this is the long head, by the way, when your arm comes back here, the bicep, the outer head of the bicep or the long head of the bicep, it actually comes in through over the shoulder joint. So when it's over here, it's not really engaged, but when it's back here, it's getting a real nice stretch. And this is what's going to allow the exercise to have more of a focus on the outer head. It will still hit the inner head, the short head, but it's going to have a little bit more of a focus on the outer head for when you're trying to perform it. Now, as always, nice and slow at the tempo. Make sure that you keep your arm back there and try and prevent it from sneaking in, because that's just going to be something that happens from habit. I've noticed this. Every time I try and do it, my arm just kind of slowly gravitates inwards. So try and keep that arm out there the entire time, making sure to get that curl, bringing that hand towards the shoulder, getting a nice squeeze there. You're going to obliterate the outer head. This one's so much fun. Definitely try. Okay, now exercise number 4. 4, we're gonna be targeting that inner or short head. It's still very meaty, so let's get into it. Now, there's 2 ways that you can hit this inner head. You can either do it by having a nice wide grip when you're doing any type of curl, whether that be with a barbell or an easy curl bar, and also whenever you put the arm in front of the torso here. So when it's over in this direction here and it's in front of the torso, that's when you're gonna have a lot of that targeting on that inner head and that short head and less on that outer head. So what I did here is I got an exercise that is going to incorporate both. You're gonna have an exercise that puts your arm out in front of your body and with a wide grip. So now, the preacher curl. Love this thing. This thing has always been my go-to for getting some bigger biceps. Now what you're gonna do here, start light as I mentioned on each and every single exercise. You're gonna start with one arm. Now what you need to do to really target that inner head, yes, because you got the arm up in front of the torso, you're gonna have an easier time hitting that inner head, but what I want you to do is just slightly angle it outside, okay? And try not to let your torso tweak in while you're performing this. This is just gonna allow you to get a little bit more of that targeting and a little bit more of that focus on that short and inner head. Now when we're performing this, we're also gonna be incorporating a 3-second negative or eccentric portion of the motion. When you're bringing the weight down there, 1, 2, 3, make sure that arm goes entirely straight. I'm not standing up for any of this half rep horse shit. Get your full repetitions all the way down, and as soon as you hit the bottom, no resting, you're coming right back up, squeezing the hell out of that bicep, and try to make sure that that elbow is pointed out slightly, just so that we can mimic the effects of if we had a wide grip on, say, an easy curl bar or a barbell. Combining all 4 of these exercises here, exercises you haven't done yet, is going to do one of 2 things. One, it's going to stimulate a huge amount of muscular growth in both heads of your biceps as well as your brachialis. And thing number 2, it's going to bring back your whole new joy of training your biceps. Now you got some exercises that are a little bit more different than just seated dumbbell bicep curls or machine curls. These are pretty cool. I enjoy doing them. They are super effective and have really helped me to put some size on the guns. Now listen guys, if you're looking for a step-by-step workout program, if you go into the gym and you go, I don't know what I want to do today, you don't know what exercises you want to do for each muscle group, how many reps, how many sets, don't worry, I've got that all covered. You want the exact program that I've personally used to build all this muscle in my guns too, burn this fat, get 6-pack, build the chest, build the shoulders, all of that, laid out for you so you don't even have to worry about it, then be sure to check out my physique sculpting program down below. Walks you through this entire thing. It's got a bunch of different exercises. So you no longer have to go on the web and search for them and search for videos walking you through them, because there's a lot of step-by-step video walkthroughs of how to perform not just the exercises but full workouts, how I'm able to execute my workouts so effectively so I can make maximal amount of results in as short of a period of time as possible. Other than that guys, I really hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, be sure to give your boy a like down below, and also be sure to subscribe for weekly workout tips and nutrition tips that you will not want to miss. Thanks so much for joining me guys. See you in the next video.